Hi, Kim Commando here. Well, first up, we have your digital life hack. And after that, I'm going to play a call from my weekend national radio show. You keep hearing that artificial intelligence is coming for your job. Here's what's really happening. Companies are scrambling to find people who know how to work with AI, and I mean scrambling. I'm Kim Commando for WebRoot. WebRoot Essentials protects your devices without slowing you down. Get 62% off now at webroot.com/Kim. A new report from Upwork says demand for AI skills more than doubled the past year. In only 12 months, demand for AI video editing skills shot up 329%. AI coding and web development, 78% up. E-commerce with AI, up 130%. Translation: the people who learn AI tools are not getting replaced. They're getting promoted and paid. So pick one AI tool that fits what you already do. Just one. Learn it. Play around with it. Get comfortable. You don't need to become a tech genius overnight. You only need to stop pretending this shift is not happening. The job market is getting smarter. It's time you join it. Get my free newsletter at getkim.com. Next up, a call from my weekend show, The Kim Commando Show. Enjoy.
The world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
So get this. Our first caller, Bethany is her name. She wakes up from a nap. She looks down and she sees red spots all over her legs.
Ooh.
And she doesn't go to Google. She goes to ChatGPT. And ChatGPT says, you need to go to the emergency room right now.
What was it?
Bethany, so you saw these spots and wow, we all see these you might be dying results online, but ChatGPT, I read, was pushy about it.
It was giving me the ambulance emoji and saying, "Go to the ER right now."
And what was it?
As it turned out, I ended up uploading some blood work, and it notified me that I had dangerously low platelet count. My platelets were at 25,000. Normal people have between 150 and 450,000, so that was dangerously low.
And you just happened to have this blood work on hand to upload to ChatGPT?
Yeah, I had been having some weird symptoms all week, so I got blood work on a Friday, and you know how sometimes they just email it to you over the weekend? Mm-hmm. So I got it, but my doctor didn't call me, and when Chat was asking me about whether I should get blood work done, I was like, oh, I got some results, let me upload it. And then things just got really serious really fast.
What kind of symptoms were you having?
I was having bruising. I was having digestive distress. I had these red spots all over my legs, and my gums started bleeding too. And then we saw the platelets. I started to get a lot of very, very serious, urgent, go to the ER right now, because it says you might be at risk for spontaneous bleeding because your platelet count is so low.
Oh my gosh.
So was ChatGPT's diagnosis the same exact as that you got when you went into the emergency room?
Yeah, it actually told me exactly what to say when I got there. I was panicking, so I was like, I'm getting in a taxi. I live in New York City. It was coaching me through what I was going to say, and it said, when you walk in, say this thing. I have severely low platelets. I woke up with bruising and red spots. I need immediate evaluation for worsening thrombocytopenia and bleeding risk. And immediately that clicked. They took my temperature. I had a fever. They took my blood work. And by the time I got the blood work back, I was down to 0 platelets.
Oh, my gosh.
Is that even possible?
They ran my blood work a second time because even the people in the ER were really confused. And it is possible. And it turned out I was diagnosed with something called ITP, immune thrombocytopenia. And it's when your platelets attack themselves down to 0. And I needed platelet transfusions, IV injections, and steroids. I was in the hospital for about 3 days.
Wow.
Gosh.
And the craziest part to me was I was trying to contact my doctor the whole time, but it was the weekend and he wasn't responding. So by the time he finally got back to me on a Monday morning, I had had 2 platelet transfusions and 2 IV injections. And then he finally got back and was like, yeah, I'm glad you went in.
So if you hadn't gone to ChatGPT, right? I mean,
I don't know what would have happened. You have risk of spontaneous brain bleeds, actually. And if you don't have platelets, your body can't clot blood. So you basically would bleed to death.
Oh my gosh. Wow. You need a new doctor.
Yeah, I don't go to him anymore.
That's good. Can't find you all weekend. Meanwhile, my platelets are going down like a rocket over here.
What do you expect? He had a big golf weekend. Come on,
man.
guys.
So, wow. So the moral of the story is ChatGPT. Take a look at all the results, right?
It was a really great example of how I could getting a little bit of a second opinion when my doctor was unable. I really felt like I had agency. But the interesting thing is I had sort of gone down a deviant path with chat beforehand because I'd been having like weird digestive distress the whole weekend. And we went down like a whole other path that had me maybe theorizing that I had scurvy. So, it wasn't until I uploaded the blood work that things started to really escalate.
The part that I really love, not just that chat saved your life, but that it told you exactly what to say.
Yes.
So that this way, when you were all stressed and panicky, that you could just look on your phone and look at the triage nurse and say these words, and it registered in his or her head, like, oh, this is a serious situation, because they're trained for that.
It was so perfect, and I used it the entire time I was at the hospital. I was alone at the hospital. My husband was at home with my kids. So every time a new blood work came in, I was like, what does this mean? What does this say? What questions should I ask the doctors when they come here? And it was really like an emotional partner for me the whole time, too.
You know what, Bethany? Thank you for telling us your story. Hey, want to stay in the tech know without wasting your time? Join nearly 1 million folks who get my free newsletter, The Current, where you see the latest in tech in just 5 minutes every single day. You're just going to love it. It has a 5 out of 5 star rating over on Trustpilot. Sign up right now at getkim.com. That's getkim.com.